Optic is transforming the way we see the eye, from advanced imaging to real-world application in clinics. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Dr. Alfonso Jimenez Vera, a postdoc scholar at QLab. His works focus on ocular imaging and clinical translation, and he has published multiple papers pushing this field forward. And I can't wait to dive into his insight on where this technology is headed.
Talk about work-life balance.
I mean, this is a very personal question, and it depends what you want to do and the motivation that you have. No? First of all, here there are multiple topics to touch. No, first, is it better academia than industry? Depends on you. Academia is very sacrificing, but all the benefits, or if you are success, are based on your name. In a company, no. Then it's as well the aims that you have. The company or the industry is focused to solve problems that people have. And this is important because people don't really care how to obtain how to understand the process. People are interested to have the product. So what I want to see is, for example, is if I want a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee, you don't need to explain me all the process. Just provide me something that gives me the coffee. So it's the same. The industry is focused to solve my problems. If you do it in a very cheap and easy manufacture, you will be success because you will provide a lot of products and people will buy, especially if it is useful. On the other hand, in that academia, we are interested to understand the things. We are not really interested to solve the problem of the people. So what's happening, and this is important, many of the technologies that we can develop in the academia cannot be useful for the real world because practical issues. I mean, in academia, if we have a high grant, we can invest money and to develop a very huge device for proving one concept. But in the industry, you cannot do that because you will become poor in 2 days because the invest of money for the benefit is really sad. So this is the first thing that people need to understand. The aims are totally different. The second one is about the work balance. Well, in my case, I like studying, I like learning, I like working. So for me, it's a kind of hobby. Probably there will be people in the industry that do the same, that enjoy working and want to progress and to be success or create their own company and startup. So they will spend time working, they will not have working balance. The question is, what do you want? No? If you want a working balance, you have to understand that, say, okay, 8 hours, 9 hours, and I will focus, try to be productivity, efficient, and after those 9 hours, whatever reason, I go home and I do what I want to do. Stay with my girlfriend, if you have family, spend time with your family, going to the gym, going to play chess, whatever. But for me, working is kind of hard.
So from your answer, we clearly understand so your choice will largely impact your work-life balance, and before you make the choice, you should know more about yourself, whether you have enough passion in this area, whether you are willing to sacrifice.
Exactly, and
time.
This is very important. I mean, and for my high school student, I suggest him the same point. That is, before thinking about earning so much money, think about something that you really like, because you will spend most of your whole life doing those kind of activities. So it's better to enjoy what you do, that is not going to be a torture, than to think about money. So this is the first thing, actually, that I do recommend, do or select something that is acceptable in the market. So don't study philosophy, don't study those social science that people don't really need for getting a job, because you will not get a job. I mean, those type of professional careers are good if you are interested in that, or like a complement, but you need something stable. And second, something that you really like. I mean, if you like interacting with people, a journalist, you can become a journalist, a financial assistant, or if you like economy or administration. If you like statistics, you can become a biostatistician and participate in clinical statistics, or working in the markets. If you like programming, developing apps, AI models, you like engineering, so you can develop circuits. But think that you will spend most of your life working, so why don't you do it in something that you like?
That's true.